opens out. Let me show you from the other side. Hi, David. Pen and paper ready. Oh, everybody's got their pen and paper. So you can see from the side view what it looks like. And the front, you've got these stepper pieces here. Right, so let's get on with the card. What I'm using tonight are the new celebration numbers. Let's see if I can turn this over without them falling off. So these are the new celebration numbers. Bringing it up to the camera. There we go. So you've got the lattice ones with the shadow, and then you've got the solid ones, but the shadow from the lattice ones fits the normal ones. Oh, thanks, Jackie. Hi, Vicky. And you've also got the words and the shadows. Let me see if I can turn it over. So you've got the words with the shadows, and the ordinals as well. And to you today, the balloons. Love the balloons. Brilliant for any birthday. So we're going to be using that one. And I'm also, out of the new release, going to be using the ornate frames, and this is Mystique. You ordered the sentiment dies, did you? Oh, Doreen. So this is Mystique, and this has got 8 dies, and you've got the outside, a decorative one, then another solid, then a lattice, 2 solids and another lattice. And the 2 lattice, they're actually cut in to the card, so they've got no definite cutting edge, so you can't cut that out without using the outside piece. It'll all make sense when you get yours home. And I'm also using one of the small Sensational Stamens 3. I'm not sure whether these are still in stock. Heidi, hi. Hi, Michael. Are they still available? Yeah, I think they're all available to pre-order. So, yeah, the Sensational Stamens 3, and I'm using the smaller one. Right, let's get on with making it. The one that I'm making tonight is using the biscuit crumb. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Paula. The biscuit crumb linen card. See that? And of course, ice white. So let's get going. We'll start with the base, and I've called this base stepper. So this is this bit here. Let me turn it round. So that's this bit here. So we're going to do some folds and we're going to do some cuts. So that piece wants to be 29 by 15. Oh, brilliant. They'll all be turning up, won't they? So that's the size for the base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in, I am if I can find it, my board, just to do 2 cuts. Now we want to do the 2 cuts first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on 3 centimetres here, bring that in. So I'm going to put that on 3 centimetres. just going to pick it up so that you can see. On 3 centimetres there, going to put it down, and the actual cutting blade, it's difficult to do when I've got it up in the air, I'm going to put at 3 down the side there, and we're going to go to 17.5. So that's 3 here to 17.5. Okay? And then we're going to lift it up, and we're going to put this side of the card on the 3 centimetres the other side. And again, we're going to cut from 17.5 back up to 3. So if you haven't got one of these cutters, you want to be 3 centimetres up from the bottom, 3 centimetres in from the side, and you're going to cut from 3 to 17.5, and that's both sides. Does that make sense to everybody? Or do you want me to repeat that again? Let me know. Anybody want that repeating? Doing this type of card, it's really nice to have a cutter like this, because you don't have to worry about getting a craft knife and measuring it. So there's no comments, so I take it you're all okay with that. So that's all we need. So, adorable, scoreable, Wendy, you get to use it. So, now with this piece of card, you've got the cut pieces you want towards the left. And you're going to score at 3, just from the top, get my bracelet out of the way, down to the cut line. And then again at the bottom, up to the score line. Now on my board, I don't know whether you can see, I mark at 5, 10, 15, every 5 increment, and I just used a black Sharpie pen just to make a line. So when you're doing 3, it's easy at the top, but then at the bottom, I just count back from 5. Or what else you can do is you can put your ruler at 3, and then you know top and bottom. Okay, top tip for you. So the next one is at 6. Again, from the top down to the line, and the bottom as well. So you've got 3, 6, top and bottom, just to those cut lines. And then the next score line that we're going to be doing is at 17.5, again, just to the end of the score line, to the cut line, sorry. And the last one that we're doing is 14.5. So again, 14.5, it's 1 back from 15, and this is going to be in the middle only. So if you use your ruler and mark it up with 14.5, that's going to be in the middle, not on the 2 outside pieces. So you can see now we've got 3, 6, 17.5, top and bottom, and then in the middle we've got 14.5 there. Right, so let's get that out the way, and we can do some scores. So those 2 are going to be mounting, that one's going to be mounting, those 2 are going to be valleys, and that one's going to be mounting. And then it all folds flat, just like that. I hope you're all writing this down and I've not lost my comments again, like I did last week. And depending on your scoring and your measuring, you might be left with a little bit at the bottom, which I'm just going to cut off. Is everybody there? Right, so you need to score the folds and burnish them really well, and the inside one as well. Are you following along with me, Leslie? Right, now to make the easel part of the card, you need a piece of card that measures 16 by 15. And with the 16 centimetre at the top of your scoreboard, you want to score at 1.5. So you've got 16 by 15, score at 1.5 on the 16 centimetre side. And then we can fold that. Now this is going to form the easel part of it, so we need to secure it onto there like that. So if you add glue onto the hinge, like this, and we want the hinge inside, and we're just going to butt the card up to the fold. Oops, and try not to move it. And just give it a good press down, and then there is your stepper easel, and it looks tidy on the back, and the fold is inside, but that's going to be covered up. Right, so the next piece that we need is, I'm calling this layer 1. So layer 1 is going to go inside here like this, and this piece is 14 by 14.5 centimetres. Oh, just had roast chicken for tea. So we'll stick this one in place. The new linen card is really nice, isn't it? This is the first time that I've really used it. Oh, I hope I haven't lost you. Lost all your comments. Again, you may need to trim it just a little bit, depending on how your scores have gone, how you folded your scores. Right, now we're going to put a layer on the inside there, and this is 14 by 13.5. So again, just make sure you get it the right way, because it's wider than it is tall. So, and we're not raising this up, obviously, because we need the card to close. Could somebody give me a comment, please, so that I know that you're still there? I know you may be mesmerised and taking measurements down. I know sometimes when you've cut card, you get sharp edges, don't you? So, don't know who it was. Who was it that gave me the idea of using my my Baron to put things down? Was it you, Wendy? Oh, I've got thumbs up coming, so I must still be live. Right, so now we're going to put a piece from this up into here. So you may think, oh, that's a bit tricky, but all you need to do is work out your measurements, So we know that's going to fit there. In actual fact, that's not the right piece. That's the right piece. So that piece is 14.5 by 14. Let me just double check. It's 14 by 14.5. That piece there. And what we're going to do is we're going to measure. Ouch. Ooh, got something in my finger. Oh, don't know what that was. Is we're going to measure down 3. Oh, let's make sure we get it. So we're going to measure down 3 down there and 3 in from the side. So 3 down, 3 across, like that. So that's the shape that we're going to be doing. So let's measure this out properly. So 3 in, 3 in, and 3 down. Oops, 3 down. So let's. That wasn't bad, my guess, was it? Guess if I put it straight on my. Oh, I can't see your comments, everybody. Hang on just 1 second and I'll come out and go back in and see if I can find you again. Excuse my arm over the screen. Ah, I've got my comments back. If anybody's still wanting any measurements, let me know. Because obviously I couldn't see your comments. I've got your comments back now. So next time I know. So we're just cutting 3 centimetres square. Hi Susan. 3 centimetres square off each corner. Where's my rubber? Yes, please, you would. What do you want to know, Jackie? Which piece do you want to know? So this piece hopefully now should fit in there quite nicely like that. So I'll add, ooh, that side's better. One side's more raised than the other. Let me know which measurements you need, peeps. The first set of measurements. So the biscuit crumb there was 14 by 14.5. The layer on top of it, the white layer, is 14 by 13.5, and this layer is 14.5 by 14, and then you just cut 3 centimetres square off the corner. Okay, and that's, you can play it back, Wendy, yeah, and then that's all done for inside. So you can see it's nice inside, you can see through and you can see the colour. We're going to be putting our sentiment just here. But now what we want to do is decorate this piece here. So again, simple measurements, and this is this layer, yeah, and this one is 13 3/4 by 14.5. So 14.5 by 13 3/4, and that is going to go on there. So if we turn it, no, I'll do it on the right side. So we're going to measure up from the bottom 2.5. Let me just check again, check and double check. So 2.5 up from the bottom, both sides. 2.5 up from the bottom, and 3 in. So that's to there, and 1, 2, 3. So measuring 3 at the top, 1, 2, 3, and draw a line there. There. So can you see that? Hi Elaine, no worries. So this piece to start off with is 13 3/4 by 14.5. Oh, well, that's what it's for, Catherine, so that you can play it back. So what I've done with this is I've measured in, or measured up 2.5 centimetres, both sides. Then I've measured in 3 centimetres, measured in 3 centimetres at the top, drawn a line down here and a line across there, and then we're going to cut that out. I'm using scissors to do this because it's just easier for me. I've got a couple of ideas for future projects. Who was it who asked me earlier for, I think it was Jackie. I don't think Jackie's watching tonight. Or not the live anyway. She asked me for one. So we end up with that shape. So again, I'm going to rub the pencil marks out. I get them from Sir Stamp-A-Lot, which is in Peterborough. I don't know whether they still have them. Maybe just give them a Google, and then that piece fits in there like that. I mean, it's not going to be exact, but it's going to be near enough. Okay, So we'll stick that in place. You don't want to get rid of these other two pieces because we're going to be using those. You can spend ages trying to get these bits perfect. But again, it just depends how you've scored it, how you've measured your card. It could be a millimetre over here and there. You see mine's more over that side than that side, but it doesn't matter. Right, lid on my glue. No worries, Diane, you can always watch it back. And that's a brilliant idea, Jackie. That's what I do. And then I get to read my instructions and then can't understand them. I've got stacks and stacks of instructions, but... Right, so these pieces here that we cut off the side, they're going to fit along here. So we need to cut them to 11 by 2.5. So I'm going to get my trimmer out, or my guillotine. So 2.5. By 11. Yeah, or eBay. Two and a half. By 11. Put those pieces in the bin. And put my trimmer away. Wendy, I found if you go out and come back in again, comments come back. That's all I did. I didn't even come out of Facebook. I just came out of this live and went back in again. So these are going to fit at the side just here. So we'll put those in place. And these were 11 by 2.5. Are you all liking these construction cards? Oh, brilliant. Did you go out and come back in again? So now we have the base of our card finished. So now we're going to add the decoration. So let's open this out like this. So let me see what we have. Right, so this piece that we're going to put on the front here is, oh, brilliant. They are different, aren't they, Janice? Sorry, I just knocked my camera. So the piece that I've cut here is from, oh, can't pick it up, the outside die. And this just gives you a solid shape, as you can see here. And it's a lovely shape. You could put it that way if you really wanted to. And then you've got room for flowers down here or flowers up the top. But I'm going to put it this way because I'm going to decorate down there. All I did, I put this onto... It's easy to follow actually. Yes, it is, Linda. It always is when you're crafting at the same time, because otherwise you watch it go away and come back, have to keep coming back. It is, Jane, and you can mix and match them, can't you? all I do with this piece here, because obviously it overhangs the stepper, so I just turn it over and make a couple of pencil marks so that I know where to add my foam tape. I pulled the backing off and I forgot. No worries, Emma, don't worry. Sometimes I just click on the overview and comments, then back. Oh, right, that works as well, does it? So let me take the backings off these. They're easier to come off because I've taken them off already and had to stick them back on. I thought I was making. So you can see here that I've just skipped these pieces that are going to hang on, hang over even. So hover above and get it as centralised as you can. Just going to stand up. I'll try not to shout in your ear. We'll go down there. I never know whether I've lost comments or you've just stopped commenting. Right, so that was number 1. So then we're using die number 2, which is this lovely decorative one. That could be the outside of a mirror, couldn't it? And you put silver mirror card in there to make it, or acetate, make it into a shaker card. So I've cut this out of biscuit crumb linen card again, and we're going to put this flat onto here. So let me put that over to one side, make some room, and I'm going to do like Fielders and put some glue down on my mat. I think this one's got a little bit bunged up. And then I'm just going to dab the decorative piece in the glue. Just put a bit more down. Or I could have used my sawn off pastry brush, couldn't I? And then just add glue in the centre there. I shall have to try and unbung my glue. Well, it's all about asking questions, isn't it? Because without asking questions, you don't know. I always love asking questions. So there you can see we've got that centralised on there. We've got the solid die, the outside die, and then we've got the decorative edge with the oval in the middle. I always think ovals are so, what's the word? I can't think of the word. So elegant. So what are we doing next? So this piece is the next one down, and this one has got the pierced edge on there, and that cuts out a solid as well. So that's die number 3. Stick them all on there so that I don't lose them. And I've cut this out of ice white, and I've just put Diamond Dazzle all round the edge of it. And I've put foam tape on the back. So take the backing off those, and then that is going to go centrally. You don't, Jackie. There we go. And we all like to look, every day's a school day. So that one is raised up. So you can see we're starting to get some dimension on there, but not too much. So now come the numbers, and I've put 40 on this one. I don't know who's going to be 40, but I'm just using the numbers anyway. So I've used the solid numbers here, and again I've raised them up on foam tape. So take the backing off these. Oh, can't get to that one. Got a couple there. And that one. Oh. So I'm going to put them upside down so that I know exactly where they need to go. So you can move them about so that they're central on there, central on there, and then you can turn them over and stick them down. You could put glitter around your numbers. There you go. Got a little bit of foam tape sticking out there. So there, we've got the numbers on. Oh, I missed some of you. Where do I get my foam tape from? Phil sells foam tape on his website. Yes, Janice, exactly. No question's a silly question, is it? Yes, Nina. Right, so what we need now to stop it falling over is we need a stopper here, and that's where our words come in. So with the words you get the shadow, which is a solid, and then you get excuse me, you get the words as well. So the words themselves I'm going to put on with glue, and then I've got foam tape on the back there. So what I'll do is I'll put the words on first. So again, you can turn them upside down or wrong way up, and you can work out where they need to be before you take the backing off, and then you can put them in place. Let me get my tweezers. Make sure I get it the right way up. There we go. And then all I'm going to do is put glue on the back of these, and with the fine applicator it's easy to add the glue onto it because it doesn't dispense too much glue. And if you think you've got too much glue, just tap it off onto here or onto your hand, and then put it in place. It is, Ruth. I'd rather people ask questions than struggle. And if you've got any questions, I don't mind you messaging me. I'm here to help. Right, so Get that in place and push it down. And with this being raised now, it gives a stopper for the card to lob up against. Can you see that? So it gives you a stopper. You can see that it's raised up and gives you a stopper so that the easel will stand up. So now we're going to put our decoration on the front. And these, as I said, were the Sensational Stamens 3. Just going to move my card to one side and give them some shape. And all I've done is I've put Diamond Dazzle on every other point of the stamens. Not every point, because this one that I've used, you've got one that's longer than the other. So the longer one, I've put Diamond Dazzle all the way round on the tips. So I'm just going to give these a little bit of a shape. They look nice, as I guess you could say that they're flowers. Although for a Christmas card, they could be snowflakes. And also stamens for the middle of flowers as they were created. Who said that? Right, so what I'm going to do is start with the one in the middle, and that's on the slim side piece. So I'm going to put them all in place first before I stick them down. And I think I need to degunge my tweezers. And one in that top corner. And that one. And that should leave us 2 down here. So I've lined this one up with those and this one up with that corner one. Just so that it all looks symmetrical. Okay, so that's where they're all going. Oh, better late than never, Heather. And it will go on my YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed, get over there. All my videos go on there. There will be a link in a post that I'll add probably in the morning, showing the cards and putting the link to my YouTube channel. It will be uploaded to my YouTube channel tonight, but I'll put the post on Facebook in Phil's group in the morning. Right. Did I say that the glitter that I used was Diamond Dazzle? I think I did, but just in case I didn't, that's what it was. So it doesn't matter what colour you do this card. One of my samples for TV, I used the Mandarin Burst. And for those of you that don't know that colour, it's a bright orange. So it just makes it look completely different. And you can change it and you can put your words in here. Yes, the stamens are really, really versatile. Alright, nearly there, and then we'll put the pearls in the middle. Did I do that one? Yes. Right, the pearls that I'm using are smooth caramel. Yeah, you can see that. And I'm going to put them in here because then I can find the ones, and I'm using the big ones, the 8mm. I love the 8mm ones. I know some people don't like them, but I do. So put it in and press it down. Why do they always come out upside down? Put it in, press it down. Oops, it's alive. Chasing it around my desk. This is from a diamond print set, and I just saved it just to put it in, and then you've got the narrow ends that you can tip them back in. Oh, I didn't degunge my tweezers, did I? No wonder it's sticking. Yes, they do, Emma. So let's put glue in the ones the other side. So these are the smooth caramel pearls. And then I'm going to put a smaller one above and below the number. Let me see if I can turn them over. Oh, that's turned a couple. That's better. It's better when you've not got glue all over your tweezers, isn't it? Yeah, it is Sod's Law. I think the Brayhead group are meeting tomorrow. I know the Sleaford Crafty group is meeting up on Thursday because I'm going to go over and meet up with them. I must get in touch with our group, Janice. Remind me. Right, so I think we've got those all in place. It is windy here tonight. It has been for a lot of the day. So I'm using the 5mm ones, and I'm just going to put these above and below the number. I mean, you could add more glitter to this if you wanted. I just didn't want to overdo it. There you go, just tip it back in. You can see it better than just tipping it into the lid. Oh, and I think the, what's the other group in Scotland? I can't think what the other group in Scotland is. Kirkcaldy? Oh, brilliant, Jackie. I'll see you there then. Right, so that is our card finished. So you can see there that this is in biscuit crumb and ice white. And let me bring my other one in. And this one is in Tabriz Blue. So there's some really, really nice colours that Phil has. So why not give it a try in several different colours? It's, once you know how to make it, it's an easy card to make. Lovely, thank you, Betty. So let's pick a winner for one of these cards. So let me go to the top. I'll do this before I forget. So Wendy Saunders and Jeanette Tweedley, I think that's how you say it. Yours will definitely be in the post tomorrow. So let me give it a flick up the screen. And the person that wins tonight is Anne Webb. Anne Webb. If you drop me, or if we're friends on Facebook, if you drop me a private message, I can get this off to you. Or if not, message Karen on the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page in a private message, and then she'll pass your details on to me. Okay. Oh, I know, Doreen. Georgine tries to. Brarehead and Cacaldi. Is that right? Is that any better? Was that any better, Doreen? You're welcome, everybody. You know I enjoy it. Right, I'll let you get back to your evenings, and I love to see your cards in group. I always love to see them, how much you change them. Right, I will leave you to it, and I will see you next week. Night, everybody.